are is nosotros somos. Informally, you are is tú eres. And its plural form to vosotros sois. Formally, you are translates to usted es. And its plural form is ustedes son. He is or she is translates to él es or ella es. And they are becomes ellos son or ellas son. Today we will learn how to introduce ourselves in Spanish. So let's get started. Let's look at the interrogations we will be using today. What translates to qué? Can you try that, please? ¿Qué? Good. And which translates to cuál? Try saying that again. ¿Cuál? Very good. Remember that there are exceptions to these translations, which we will learn as we go along. In Spanish, it is necessary to use question marks at the start and end of a question. This is done to communicate the tone of the statement, i.e. a question tone. For example, ¿Cuántos años tienes? Starts and ends with a question mark and translates to how old are you in English. Remember that interrogative words have a written accent because they are used unaccented in other ways. Let's look at an example. La veo a ella cuando voy a la escuela. Translates to I see her when I go to school. But cuando vas a la escuela is when do you go to school? Did you notice the difference? All right, now let's start with today's conversation. Let's learn how to say, what is your name in Spanish? If we look at a pure word-by-word translation, then what translates to qué? Is translates to es. Your is tú. Try that again, please. Your is the unaccented tú. And name is nombre. Try that, please. Remember, nombre means name. However, we don't use que in this sentence. Let's understand why. Que and cuál are both used as translations for what. Although cuál is literally closer to which, it is used as what to ask for answers which may have several possibilities. Example, ¿Cuál es tu problema? Translates to, what is your problem? ¿Cuál is usually used to indicate a selection or choice of possibilities, while que is generally used to elicit a definition. For example, ¿Qué significa talanquera? Translates to, what does talanquera mean? ¿Cuál is usually used before es and other forms of ser when not seeking a definition. Since what is your name may have any possible answer and is not really seeking a definition, we use cuál. So our question, what is your name, now translates to ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Where tu means your and es means is. Try that again, please. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? One more time. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Remember that tu without an accent translates to your, which is a possessive pronoun, while tu with an accent translates to you. We will cover all possessive pronouns in future lessons. So try picking the right option. How do we translate your name in Spanish? Will we say tu nombre, or mi nombre, or tu nombre? Try to remember what we learned. Your name translates to tu nombre, where tu is without an accent. Did you get that right? ¿Cómo te llamas is also commonly used to ask people's names. However, it literally translates to how do you call yourself? Try saying ¿Cómo te llamas? Again. ¿Cómo te llamas? Very good. Now let's look at how we will tell our name by taking an example. My name is Mark. Translating it word by word, we see that my translates to me. Name is nombre. Is becomes es. And Mark stays as Mark. Hence, my name is Mark translates to mi nombre es Mark. Can you try that? Mi nombre es Mark. Okay, so how will you translate my name is Lisa? Will you say mi nombre Lisa? Or mi nombre es Lisa? Or tu nombre es Lisa? Your time is ticking. The correct option is mi nombre es Lisa. Try saying that again, please. Mi nombre es Lisa. Very good. Now let's see how we translate I am a student. It is translated as yo soy estudiante. Note that the pronoun yo can be omitted. Try that again, please. Soy estudiante. Very good. As we saw, yo soy is equivalent to I am in English. In Spanish, yo can be omitted as it's understood that when we use soy, we are referring to I. Hence, I am can just be translated to soy or am. Great. A student can also be translated to un or una estudiante to make it more complete. By using un or una, you reveal the gender, i.e. male or female student respectively. Hence, soy un estudiante means I am a male student. And soy una estudiante means I am a female student. The U in un is pronounced as double O in Ubuntu and not like the U in umbrella. So try saying un. It is un. Let's look at some other common professions. I am an engineer translates to soy ingeniero for males, and soy ingeniera for females. Try saying ingeniero, please. Ingeniero. Remember, we need not use yo with soy. I am a doctor becomes soy médico, or soy médica for male and female doctors respectively. Can you try saying médico? Médico. Very good. Similarly, I am a teacher or professor translates to soy profesor for males and soy profesora for females. Note that professor is spelled differently in Spanish, with a single S. Did you notice the pronunciation of ingeniero? G, when followed by E or I, takes up the sound of a stressed H. So try saying it again. Ingeniero. Note that the names of professions like ingeniero, professor, etc. are not capitalized. This is because introductory titles are not capitalized in Spanish, although their common abbreviations, such as DR for doctor, are. Now let's look at two simple sentences. I am a boy translates to soy chico, and I am a girl is soy chica. So try saying the words for boy and girl, please. Chico and chica. Very good. Note that we don't add un, una before professions such as ingeniero, ingeniera, or words such as chico, chica, as the last letter of the word itself reveals gender. However, in case of estudiante, the word itself does not reveal gender, hence we added un, una. Now let's look at how we will tell where we are from. Let's try saying, I am from Chicago. Looking at it word by word, I translates to yo, am to soy, from translates to de. Try that, please. De. And lastly, Chicago is kept as is. Hence, I am from Chicago becomes soy de Chicago. As usual, we omit the yo here. So try saying the translation for I am from Chicago. It is soy de Chicago. Let's quickly revise what we have learned so far. I am Mark translates to yo soy Mark. My name is Lisa becomes mi nombre es Lisa. I am a boy is soy chico. I am a student translates to soy una estudiante for a female student. I am a girl is soy chica. Lastly, I'm from Chicago translates to yo soy de Chicago. We can omit yo as it is obvious. Great! All right, some more quizzes. How do we translate male student? Do we use estudiante or un estudiante or una estudiante? We say un estudiante. Did you get that right? Try the translation for female doctor. Is it una médica or médica or un médica? The correct option is médica. Remember, una isn't required since médica already reveals the gender of the subject. Very good. Let's move on. Now that you know how to introduce yourself and talk about what you do, let's look at some other basic phrases while asking for introductions. Let's look at what is your phone number. What is your phone number translates to ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Try that again, please. ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? Very good. Do you remember that cuál is used to indicate a selection or choice of possibilities, while qué is generally used to elicit a definition? Since questions like what is your name and what is your telephone number are not seeking a definition, we use cuál. Número de teléfono literally means number of telephone. Try saying that again. Número de teléfono. Very good. To reply to the question, what is your telephone number, we usually say, my phone number is. This translates to mi número de teléfono es, where mi means my and de means of. So try this again, please. Mi número de teléfono es. Very good. Let's revise some new words we learned today. Name translates to nombre. Student becomes estudiante. Boy is chico. Engineer is ingeniero or ingeniera. Doctor translates to médico or médica. And teacher to profesor or profesora. Lastly, phone number is número de teléfono. Perfect. Let's also quickly revise the interrogation we learned today. What translates to qué? And which translates to cuál? Here are some of the key phrases one more time. I am Mark translates to yo soy Mark. What is your name becomes ¿Cuál es tu nombre? But ¿Cómo te llamas can also be used for the same. My name is Lisa is mi nombre es Lisa. And lastly, I'm from Chicago is translated to yo soy de Chicago. Great! All right, it's now time for our culture leaf of the day. La Tomatina Festival is held in the Valencian town of Buñol, in Spain. Participants throw tomatoes and get involved in a tomato fight purely for fun. It is held on the last Wednesday of August. In the next lesson, we will learn some basic verbs to build our vocabulary and some conversations around them. We Hope you enjoyed your lesson today. See you at the alley for the next one.